Hey y'all, Leslie here. It's after midnight and I'm a little bleary-eyed, but I really wanted to record this message before going to bed and invite you to ponder a thought with me, which is, have you ever thought about the difference between what it means to know about someone versus knowing someone? And I was thinking about that as I was driving tonight because it's really easy to know about someone. Let's take a celebrity, for example. Chris Pratt. Super cool dude, seems like. He's in Jurassic Park, Guardians of the Galaxy. He used to be on Parks and Rec. He just seems like a really funny, talented, easygoing, cool guy. And I can know all about Chris Pratt. I can read articles about him. I can read interviews with him. I can read. My cat always likes to photobomb my videos. I can watch all his movies. I can, go see him live somewhere. I can find out his favorite foods, his favorite recipes, whether he's married, kids, all of that. I can know all about Chris Pratt. But if I go up to Chris Pratt and I'm like, dude, I know all about you, he'd be like, great. So do a whole bunch of other people. But if I know Chris Pratt or any other big celebrity, well, that's a whole different thing because first and foremost, we have a personal relationship. And so I would know what really makes him tick. I would know what he gets excited about, what keeps him up at night, the things he's passionate about, the things that really anger him. Like we'd have a relationship and we'd have deep, meaningful conversations. And then I might also, if I were friends with him, if I really knew him and we had a trusted relationship, I might have access to things, to places, to people that I wouldn't normally have access to. I might get inside information about upcoming projects. I might um, I might be invited to be a part of one of those projects. I might get a starring role. And so if I know about a celebrity, if I know about Chris Pratt, that has a certain level of gratification. It's kind of cool. It's kind of neat. I can make conversation about them and it's really gratifying on a certain level, but it's very different than knowing the person and having a relationship with the person. And so there's a difference between knowing about Jesus and knowing Jesus. And I think, sadly, a very, very large number of people, including a very large number of people in the church, know all about Jesus. They know the miracles he did. They know when he lived. They know that he was born of a virgin. They know he died on the cross. They know in their head that he died for the atonement for the sins of all mankind, that he died for our sins and was buried and resurrected, and he rose on the third day and he lives. But it's all kind of theoretical. It's like what you read in a book, and there's no relationship, there's no dialogue, there's no actual understanding of this person because you don't know the person. And so I want to invite you to know Jesus, not read about him, not take classes about him. Know him, talk to him, because he's very much alive and he has a lot to say. And when you get to know him, you get introduced to people that you would never be introduced to otherwise, and you get access to places that you would never otherwise be invited into. And you get inside knowledge about projects that he's working on. And sometimes you get invited to be a part of those projects. And you get a peace that surpasses understanding. You get a whole 3D facet of your life that you didn't know existed. In the same way that when you have a relationship with your spouse, with your sibling, with a child, and it brings a depth to your life that you didn't know before you had that person in your life. And so I'm sure you probably know a little bit about Jesus. I hope you get to know Jesus and ask him to be the Lord of your life. God bless.